one, which is Ann Conkley or, okay.
Something like that.
Okay, so if those are both old business, we don't have to vote on it, so you just get me that, language, or tell me who it is.
Well, we
and I'll
kind
put
of
'em both-
technically have to vote on her because we voted on CSUN's, but I don't think we ever voted on hers.
I know,
because-
but we voted to put it on the agenda.
Oh,
so
yeah,
we
yeah,
don't-
yeah, no, it's, yeah, we voted to put it
Okay,
on the
so-
agenda,
so
but she hasn't
email me
actually made the
both.
presentation so she can get the pitch for the money.
Okay, that's fine, so we have CSUN funding.
Yeah, but
and
first we
then
want to
the-
hear about it.
Yeah, well, and it's a
Alright.
really good group. I've talked to her and I was impressed with what they do.
Yes,
I meant to ask you, do you need volunteers for that night also? Because we have our board.
Oh, yes.
We have this thing, they have a board meeting that same
yeah, they have a
night.
board
Oh.
meeting
Yeah.
that
Oh,
night.
oh, no, in
I
that
would-
case.
We're all gonna be here instead,
Yeah.
Oh, well then, yes, if you're gonna be here instead.
yeah,
Your guys' general board meeting's on the 17th?
Yes.
Okay.
because of the holiday.
That's okay,
Um,
then they get, they can, yeah.
It can be excused.
Well, I
it's up to
mean,
them.
No, if you want to attend our meeting, that's terrific.
It'd be
You
great.
know, I don't,
we
as
want
far
you
as,
to-
as
we don't want you to
help,
bump your board meeting, I
But-
mean, you working with us is good, you sending out the letters is good,
Fine.
and then,
No, but we-
anything that we come up with at the summit or the people we work with, we invite you to do the same type of thing in 2015, so.
But what if
Don't-
our board wants to come?
No, that's what I was gonna say, because they can get recognition for what they've done, and if she gets 200 people to come, we want her to have something
No, I
to eat to thank her
understand.
for what she did.
Right.
No, it's true,
Yeah.
I mean,
I know you
it-
hate that, but you know what?
You
That's
guys
called
run
common
your
courtesy.
municipal advisory council however
I
you
agree.
want, but if you wanna have the meeting early or postpone it for another day and then come to the summit, we're more than happy to
That's
have
what I was
you
gonna
and
suggest they
everyone
do is postpone
from North
theirs.
Hollywood in the room, absolutely, cause this is an issue that affects like the mid-valley and the whole valley, I mean,
Yeah,
the
entire
and,
valley.
you know, we're neighbors
But a lot
and,
here in Van Nuys.
you know, the LAPD, it's not just like, okay,
Sun
Van
Valley,
Nuys, it's
North
Van
Hollywood,
Nuys, New York,
Van Nuys.
Hollywood, Studio City, Valley Village, so the people we have speaking are just as relevant to what you guys are going through as what we are.
Because I helped a woman, Angel Hands for the Homeless, and we were at North Hollywood Park. And the mentally ill are just tremendous there, and, you know, the police gave a lot of problems to them. It wasn't so much the mentally ill people that gave us a problem, it was the police with their surveillance and 8 police cars surrounding the tables
Sure.
and having you, and it was the way they treated the people.
Exactly.
You know, they need training, they need to,
Sure.
Yeah, I think it's
They
important
deserve
that
to be
the
treated
police
with
get trained in
respect.
how to deal with the homeless and the mentally ill, and see the connection between the two, and treat them with some dignity and respect.
That's what
Yeah.
I
They're
just
treating
said.
them
you know,
as-
like I told one of the police officers, you blink your eyes, that could be you.
Yeah,
Hmm.
exactly.
Yeah, no, it's true. It's your guys' call. Of course, we would love for you to come
Okay, we'll
and,
check on that with the
yeah,
board members.
if you're coming 200 strong, that's,
Maybe half of
we
it can come.
could make the front page of the LA Times with that.
Yeah.
Candy,
Mr. President, yeah, I understand the need to, and again, I have someone in my family that's is bipolar, and I understand the issue. But to say that it's all police problems is just wrong. I mean, because, again, mostly police officers are very caring, they wanna do a
That's
good job,
right.
they wanna help people. But you remember, if it's anybody ever dealt with somebody that's bipolar, or somebody who's an alcoholic, or has these issues that, you know, it's not always the police officer's fault, okay? And believe me, I've been on both sides, I just wanna
I
make
didn't
sure
say
that
it was all the police
we always make
department's
sure that
problem.
we
Always.
have
Some of the
I
representation
said
on both
exactly what I
sides.
saw that day when I was helping her.
Right.
I
Some
didn't
of the
say it was
officers
the police
aren't
officer's
properly trained.
problem. I was telling you their attitude toward this woman who goes out of her way to help people that need help. It was the way they treated those people, and I'm talking about a one-day thing that I saw. I'm
Right.
not talking about, they're all like that, I'm telling you what I
Okay,
saw
what-
that day.
Just one time,
It-
okay, no, and I understand that one time.
it's a fair enough point, and we see both perspectives, yes.
It's lack of
So,
training,
yeah, whatever you guys want to do with that, we were
Okay.
absolutely happy to have you, and that's fantastic.
Police department, 100%.
Perfect, yeah, absolutely perfect. Anybody else have anything for the agenda?
Yes?
Yes.
All right, let's go Howard, then Candy. Howard.
All right, so we've got several things. We've got $250 for bank. So we signed off on it. Jeanette and I both signed off on it. So Carino, you want to take it from here?
Yeah,
or-
I'll send it to bank and they'll process it.
All right, so here's the sheet.
That's for the planning forum.
Correct.
All right,
On
who's
the s-
going to that?
Um,
Because Jill Banks Barad sent me an email where she needs the
I
names
got
ASAP.
Right.
So I'm going,
I'm going.
okay. George, Howard, Who else is going? Carino, obviously.
Yeah.
Uh,
If we get excused from Elliot.
Jerry sent me.
Yeah.
Go to the.
John Henry, you're
Pay
going?
for it.
John Henry,
Where is it at? George?
Joseph, yes.
I think I'll probably go to the Nigerian thing on that same day.
For you to hit both events would be good for us to make us look good, thank you.
What date and time is it?
The forum is what, 5:30 to 9 or something?
So it's plenty of time, we can stop at both of them.
Yeah.
We could go say hi to the assembly member and then.
Adrine's thing is 5 o'clock until, I think, 7.
Yeah, so we'll go say hi to the assembly member and then wander over.
And the other is 5:30 to 9:30 on December the 11th.
So they're both on December the
Still
11th?
Yes.
Yes. Yeah, that's on the
Okay,
Thursday.
okay, put
And then
me-
let's get an excused absence from the
Put me
LAPD.
down, cause I gotta go to a
Alright, so and then Jeanette also?
Yeah, I've gotta go to a Dreams and I'll go to that, cause I gotta have the card
Alright,
to pay for it.
anybody
Okay,
else?
no, I've got more stuff.
No, I'm just saying for the bank.
No.
Okay, that's it? Alright, we're
Where
good.
is this held at?
The studios,
CBS.
CBS Studios.
With-
Howard, next up.
Without a proper invitation, Miriam,
You can't go.
you can't go without being a board member signed on and and fill out a proper invitation.
Well, I'll
You'll-
fill out a proper invitation.
But you can't get clearance onto the lot, that's
Yeah,
the
I can't
point.
go. They won't
It might be better for us for you to go to the Adrene Nazarian event and represent us there.
Go to a Dreams. It's
All right.
open.
Yes, Howard.
All right, so, as I said before, I ordered jackets today, and it looks like it's gonna come to around $474.
the forum?
What?
Nothing at the forum.
It's a planning forum, Miriam. You want the flyer? We can send you the flyer.
Land use thing, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
It's for land use.
That's not what you can use for city.
Yeah, I think the Nazarian thing would be more fun for you guys.
Well, I'd like to see both.
But it's not a mixer.
Okay, well, I'll go to both.
You
I'll
can't
go,
go
I'll
to
go,
the
I'll
bank.
You
go.
can go anywhere you want.
Well, I'll have both of them, but I'll have both agendas, but I'll go to Nazarian.
Very good, good work. Howard, back to you.
God. Again, we're buying the projector tomorrow, so that'll be out of the way. If I can, this isn't a funding issue, but, everything that was turned into us, is broken. The camera was broken, the printer was broken, all the equipment that went with the printer is broken, the laptop that Mr. Thompson had in his possession that was given to Jeanette, the battery is broken on that, the laptop, the other laptop for $1,147 is missing. I just don't know what the heck we're gonna do with it. The city attorney has said over and over again that we either prosecute in small claims court, I mean, what's the point of turning in a camera that's destroyed, a printer that's destroyed, ink that's been used up on because you turned it in.
Because you asked, the president asked me to turn it in, none of you could find it, I went out and sought it, so you're gonna try to put the blame on me, they're broken?
I'm not saying that you broke it,
Well, I'll
I'm
do a
saying that
follow-up.
Mr.
I'll
Thompson,
follow up after he does, Mr. President.
I'm saying that Mr. Thompson took VNNC equipment
And it got
in
returned
his
broken.
possession, and everything that was turned in that he had in his possession up to this point is absolutely 100% useless or lost.
Right.
Howard, I gotta say something. It's not our obligation to police, to prosecute, or to blame, okay?
It is indeed.
No, it's not ours. No, it's not our job. It's not our job. It's not our job.
Wait, wait, wait.
We
Why
can-
isn't it our job?
Joseph, we
We
spent
allocated,
Let me
we
ask you a
allocated the
question.
funds,
If
the
somebody
funds were,
breaks in- If somebody breaks into the office and steals, who do you call?
you call the police.
Okay, the same thing over here. You call the city attorney.
I called the city attorney
The
informed us,
prosecuting arm for the city of Los Angeles, which
listen,
we are
listen.
part of the city.
Let-
What can you do? You can get mad at Candido, you can get mad at him,
Let-
at Thomas, okay, the thing was done.
Let him finish, he was trying to tell you
the
something.
point is that,
I agree with you 100%, but there's nothing you can do.
absolutely.
You can't prosecute him, you can't put him
The
in
city
jail.
attorney has informed us that we should take Mr. Thompson to small claims court. It's not the city attorney, it's not the city of Los Angeles's job to prosecute. It's our funds.
Let me ask you a
Mr. President, I
question.
have
It's
a
our
suggestion.
funds and it's our equipment, right?
Correct.
Okay. The equipment are gone, they're broken, they're misused, whatever it is. If we have a problem, we should address the problem with the right authorities.
We
Not-
have.
No, not with the board member, it's not.
We have.
I think if the city attorney wants to prosecute, then prosecute.
The city attorney can't prosecute unless we ask them to
Okay,
prosecute.
so ask him to prosecute.
We've asked them to prosecute, they said to take them to small claims court.
So, they don't wanna prosecute. They want us to do.
It's the city prosecuting.
No,
Candido.
it's not.
Mr. President, somebody keep her, Mr. President, if I may, I'll jump in here again.
No.
You know, when they couldn't, this is a meeting here, young lady. Mr. President, you gotta control this stuff, this is.
Her day.
Mr. President, this is the black eye we keep bringing up. Okay, this can be solved. I understand Mr. Benjamin's concern. Yeah, it does look bad on the neighborhood council, but the more we rub it in the face of the city, the more they're gonna rub it back at it. If you want to prosecute Mr. Thompson, I will take him to court and prosecute him. Now,
It's
what
not
if-
your job.
It wasn't my job to find the equipment either, but I did, didn't I?
You found some of the equipment.
Well, I'm not done yet. I found 2 other pieces and I'm not through yet. I'm gonna find those speakers that were stolen. I'm gonna hang the son of a gun that did it because.
What
you know,
speakers?
The speakers that were stolen out of
Microphones?
our, meeting.
There are no speakers that were stolen.
Microphones.
Microphones, excuse me.
Microphones.
Excuse me, so microphones.
I know.
I'm gonna find the person that stole those. So, again.
You made an
guys asked
allegation
me,
at the last
do I
meeting,
have-
you made an allegation at the
Here we go.
last
Wait, let me
meeting
just take
that
this
a
in.
board member,
There we
that a
go.
board member stole those microphones. Did you not?
I stated that when we were doing the investigation, that they think someone that was out there said they saw somebody leave the meeting. That's exactly what I said.
You said,
And it's on the what do you call it.
I have
We
it
get
on
back- we
tape,
get back to the solution.
I have it on tape where you stated that a board member was the individual that was responsible for stealing.
Solution to this?
So maybe there's a
Let-
board
let's-
member stealing it.
Who is the
I-
board member?
Mr. President?
I enjoy the healthy debate, but let's at least be respectful and come up with a solution here, so.
Exactly, and I have a
Candy,
solution.
you have the floor, what do
Solution.
you propose we do?
Well, first of all, I have 2 other items I'll turn into you next week. Whether they were broken, the ones that were turned in, you asked me to bring them in. I was able to locate them and bring them in. Now, if you want to prosecute, see if we can take them to small things for broken equipment, I can do that. As
Now,
far as
Howard,
the
do you have any
1100,
objection to
as the
taking Herbert to
staple-
small claims court?
I have no objections to taking him to small claims court as long as the Van Nuys Neighborhood Council takes him to small claims court and not an individual is not a member of this council.
I
was told I could-
I
I
have
agree
no
with you
objection to
100%.
that. Let's hear from Monica and then Maria. Monica. Come on, jump on in, Monica.
Has the gentleman in question, Mr. Thompson, has he been contacted?
On several occasions.
Yes.
Okay.
I personally
And-
spoke.
That's how I got the
and
equipment, Monica.
what does he say?
He
What is
takes
his-
full, he gave me the equipment, he had the equipment.
Uh-huh.
You know, he said, it's been here, I've been willing to give it up, nobody would pick it up, so I picked it up.
Okay.
Not knowing if it's fixed or not. I picked it up, turned it into the neighborhood council last week. So if it's broken, it's broken. I can't do anything about it. I picked up 2 more items that were supposedly part of it. We'll see.
I think
We'll
you
turn them
should
in
pay
next
for it.
week and find out.
What are the items?
In
I
regards
think it'd be
to
fun to sue.
What are the items?
electronic
Maria.
warrant sharing,
Maria's recognized.
Yes, I just would like to comment that usually rational people learn from their mistakes. And I would advise the board to take this as a
She's
learning
accusing us of being
experience
irrational.
and not repeat the errors that this board has been guilty of for years, and just write this off as a learning experience. Not pursue it in court, not be acrimonious, but not repeat your foolishness of passing out very expensive equipment and other things to unknown and really,
He was a member of the board. wasn't
it
he?
doesn't matter. You didn't know beans about Mr. Thomas.
And you know, if somebody does need equipment for whatever reason, I would recommend that, you know, it has to be signed out and then.
that's-
It
you
has
have-
been.
Which
It-
we.
you know,
Everything
let's
has
do
been.
that.
And then
Let's
3
Hop,
days or a
Henry,
week.
And then Candido. Hop, you're recognized.
Okay, I talked to Mr. Thompson personally at least 3 times, and he told me he didn't have any of it on all 3 occasions. So, he flatly, blatantly said that, and I know part of it was a lie, because at one meeting, was it 2 years ago now? When we brought this stuff in, and he brought in the one thing, and you, Howard, etched it and whatever, but he took it back with him, and then shortly right after that, resigned. So we know he took it, we know he had it, but we never saw it again after that, and then he kept telling me he didn't have it, so I'm surprised that Candy or anybody was able to find anything, because he claimed he had nothing, and he told me he threw it away because it was no good. So all I can say is, we're all getting different stories, and it really doesn't matter. The point is, it was taxpayer dollars that bought that equipment, and it was to be maintained by the neighborhood council. And the sad part about it is, we don't have an office, so everything's in storage, and we can't utilize the stuff that's in storage. And I did get the computer, and when I had it, it was working, but I was not able to work with Windows 7. I was not familiar with 7. So all I have to tell you, and I tried to download the forms that Merlo was sending to me, and it wouldn't recognize them, and it didn't work, plus it didn't have an updated, what is that stuff, Steve?
RAM.
No, it didn't, that too, but it didn't have an updated protection program. So I didn't want to spend money on something I wasn't sure was working properly, and the battery was working when I had it. But anyway, the long and the short of it is, we need access to the equipment, those of us that are trustworthy, but how do you know who is and who isn't?
Those of us. who
Until you have a
trust
problem.
Background check.
Well,
All
I
right,
don't- I don't know.
Henry, Candido, and then Maria again.
Well, you
Mr.
can't be
Henry.
trustworthy.
I just
If
find
you
it funny,
don't
I think
return
the
it,
city
you say you
attorney
don't
is
have it,
blowing
and you
smoke.
get it from him.
The city
How
attorney
trustworthy
wouldn't
is
let
that?
us sue, the city attorney would go running after us, saying, you need to hire the city attorney to supervise this. The city attorney's not telling us, the city attorney's just looking for a circular game here.
We know
He's telling us
that.
we should
We
get
know
the
that.
stuff
We know
back,
that.
but I-
We know that.
We know.
Candy and then Maria.
You know,
Candy.
Mr. President, Maria, thank you. You know what happened? We had a wonderful event 2 weeks at the Delano Park. Great time, the neighborhood council was there, we do love Van Nuys, we gave out 2,500 sodas, cookies, everything. What happens? We're packing up and we look over and the Van Nuys Neighborhood Council table, the brand new table that they
Yes,
bought,
yes,
is sitting,
yes.
let me finish, is sitting
I
out
already
there.
know what he's gonna
Thank
say. I
God,
left
up
it.